Yo, what's up? What's happening, Credit Cleanse family?
Hey, hey, hey. How's everybody doing today? Let us know that you are in here. Also, please take this time to share, and tag. Somebody else out there might need this information just as much as you do. And what we're not about to be are any type of haters in these streets. We want to see y'all win, guys. So get up in here so we can give y'all the sauce. And we giving y'all the sauce. We're not leaving anything out. We want to see y'all winning in these credit streets.
In these credit streets.
Hey, Derek. Welcome to the Credit Kings family.
Yeah, what's up, family?
Hey, Miss Charlotta. Hey, Adriana. Is it Adriana or Adriana? Let us know because I don't want to butcher your name. Hey, Jay. Hey, Brittany. Yes, y'all get the people in here. Tag somebody else that needs this information. As well as tonight, we are talking about the power of like what y'all missing out when it comes to the banks. And some of y'all could be applying this, I mean, like tonight, but we have to
Thanks.
know it, right? Hey, Casey. So please, if you know somebody out there that's going to need this information, tag them, get them in here. Also, share. We are not about to be any type of haters in these streets. That means we're not keeping this information to ourselves. We are putting it out there for everybody, enemies and friends. So, how's everybody doing, Adriana? I hope, yes, I said your name right. But I'm so glad y'all in here. As you can see, I'm really excited. Um, The reason being is I have been in Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm still here. I'm about to leave out now, but my cup was filled. And I started thinking that it's a lot of times that y'all are asking these same questions. And I wanted to get on tonight. We both wanted to make sure that y'all are winning out here in these streets as well. So that's for this one. And if you've been following Credit Cleanse, you know we give you the sauce for the free 99. We do not leave anything out. I know that's right. Ready to get this bag. Yes, yes. And I'm gonna share before we get started. I'm gonna give it one more minute for everybody to get on. That's gonna get on. If you haven't already, please make sure you share or at least tag somebody that needs this information. Y'all, I'm turned up today.
Oh God, I could tell. I could tell
I'm gonna get
it's
y'all
gonna
up.
be one of those lives. Kyra gonna take over, y'all, and I'm just gonna fall back. Get this tea.
Yep, and and this sauce is for those that stay on, of course. But also, I want to. So we're gonna talk this when we talk about the banks and stuff. I'm gonna talk on the personal and the business side. But I also, at the end, I want to say what us entrepreneurs are missing out on because I need y'all to be out here winning in these streets. Y'all say it's no funding out there, guys. It is, and you ain't gotta do nothing like really out there to get it. All right, Kim, I'm ready when you are. I'm gonna be Should I be driving or should I just stay right here?
Um, I told you not to do it while you're on the road anyway.
You did, but we can't not
All
give
right, so
these
yeah,
people the sauce.
now facts. So look, now you need to be stationary because I don't need you to get in no wreck and nothing like that. So we don't have to go as long as we normally do tonight, but we can just, you know what I'm saying, make it impactful, get us off.
Okay.
All right, so let's jump into
I,
it.
yes, yes. Y'all ready to get started? I'm your girl, Kyra.
And I am your bro King.
And we are Credit Cleanse.
Yes, we are. Now, some people say that we're financial literacy experts, others say credit repair experts, but we're just striving to be professionals with that personal touch. Now, since we've been doing this thing, we've been featured in numerous media outlets. I'm talking about front page of the newspaper, magazines, including like Tex Appeal. We've had features on the radio, advertisements on the radio. Shout out to Trader Chocolate Jock and every other personality that had us. We won like a plethora, a slew of awards out here. I'm talking about one of the best small businesses in Central Texas. And then we won the best small business in Central Texas in multiple categories.
Your route has been
We won
updated.
Best in Business Services, Best Small Business of the we won the Small Business of the Year, and we have our own book on Amazon. Shameless plug, Kyra.
Yes. Our book on Amazon is called Stop Paying Their Mortgage and Start Paying Your Own. Of course, we know that may be a long title for you to remember. So all you have to do is when you go to Amazon, type in Credit Cleanse. That's credit with a K, cleanse with the K. And that book will pull up. If home ownership is the goal, guys, go check this book out. We ain't playing. We put all the sauce in there from cleaning your own credit all the way down to what programs are out there that you not may not know about that can pay for your down payment assistance or your closing costs. So like I said, if you are into home ownership, you want to become a homeowner, this is the book for you.
Thanks. If you guys know Credit Cleanse, then you know we do coaching and mentoring. However, we are not above the process because we get coached and mentored ourselves. So shout out to the Go Coach. I coach Jamarcus Blandon, actually sits on the board for Experian as a subject matter expert. So when it comes to this particular craft, we don't like to say we're good at it. We're going to brag. We're going to boast, y'all. We're going to do the most. Say we fire at this. But with all seriousness, anybody that doesn't have a coach doesn't deserve to be a coach. And that's just real. So you can call us financial literacy experts or credit repair experts, but we prefer to be called bridge builders because we're going to find out where you are, where you want to be, and then we're going to bridge that gap, y'all. In most cases, that's financial.
Yes. All right, guys, if y'all are ready to get in here and get this sauce, let us know our audio is good. And also let us know that you're ready by going ahead and placing ones in the comments, ones in the chats. And if you're on YouTube, please make sure you subscribe and also click that little bell so you can get notifications to know when we are going live. All right, guys. And if you haven't already, you just tuned in, make sure you share, or tag somebody in here so they can get this information too and get out here in these credit streets and start winning. All right, I see them ones. Now, normally I say if there is no engagement whatsoever, we shut this bad boy off because we out here winning in these streets. But it wouldn't be right if we weren't giving y'all the sauce so y'all can do the same. So all we ask is please be actively engaged. When we say put them ones, put them ones. When we say put them twos, put the twos. And the reason being is the more actively engaged you are, guess what? The more sauce we giving y'all for the free 99 so y'all can get out here and start winning.
Big facts. So see those ones. So let's get right into it.
Yes.
Now, I'm about to say, Kyra, now this is the time where I'll be ready to jump right in. No foreplay. And then you'll stop and cut me off. So what is the preamble? Like what is it that you want to say before I start?
All right. So I want us to be like a little bit transparent. How many of us actually have a bank account? I don't care if it's a business bank account or on your personal side. How many of us out here today have an actual bank account?
Right. If you got one, put 2. If you don't, put 3.
Yeah.
If
So
you
let
have,
us
if you have a
know.
bank account, the business bank account, put 2. If you don't, put 3.
Okay. 2 is if you don't, right? Or
2 if you do, 3 if you don't.
okay. 2 if you do, 3 if you don't.
Okay. So I'm saying that we have bank accounts out of this piece.
All right. So how many of y'all know the power that's in having a bank account? Let me know. Say I do. I don't. I'm not sure. Let us know.
So, man, look, do you know the power of it, or you put it in there to hold money? I do. I don't. I don't.
I don't. All right. And I definitely love that y'all are being transparent here. And that's what this is for, because now I know how much sauce I need to give y'all so y'all can get out here and start winning. All right. So when it comes to having an actual bank account, guys, it is way more than just storing your funds there, and using a debit card and emptying it out or putting it in savings and only getting about 1% or whatever, what you putting in there. It is way more power to it. And that's what we want to discuss tonight.
Facts. So when it comes to having, I'm going to start with the business side. I get calls all the time that say, hey, I have a business. I want to get some business credit. And I'm like, okay, cool. And I do my little preliminary checks. Then we'll get to that business bank account. But do you have a bank account for your business? No, I just use Cash App, or I use Chime, or I just use whatever. You are hurting yourself. You can literally get funding. You can literally get the bank's money by having a business bank account. And some of y'all out here killing it. It just breaks my little heart to hear somebody's been in business for 10 years. Your business is doing north of 15,000 a month, and you run it in through Chime. Chime isn't going to do anything for you. They're not going to give you any kind of return on your investment. And at the end of the day, you are an investment to them because you're making them money. If you're running money through those accounts, you're making them money.
Right.
They should be willing to do something for you in return.
Facts, guys. So since Keem has started with the business owners, I want to say when you actually have your business bank account, guys, that is your day one in business. It's not when you created that LLC. Okay, so many times, like people have been in business, like Keem said, 10 years. And then we go and we're like, wait, where's your business bank account? Creditors and lenders out here are looking at that. If you do not have a business bank account, guys, they don't care if you've been in business 20 years. That business bank account is your day one. That's letting them know that, hey, I'm serious about this. I'm really doing this out here in these streets. I get a hustle, but you got to turn that into something that's going to create either generational wealth or something that you're going to be using to keep bringing in money, right? They got to know that you are reliable. They got to know that you are taking your business serious. So, right when you create that LLC, as soon as you get that paperwork for your LLC and your EIN, you should be heading to that business, to that bank, so you can start a business bank account, not a personal that you are using for business, an actual business bank account. On the flip side, when it comes to us as just regular consumers out here in these streets, regular people, maybe you don't want to have a bank account or you don't want to have a business. You still need a bank account, guys. And the reason being that is not a Cash App, that is not a Chime. And if you messed up your relationship with the bank, that's where you need to be reaching out to Credit Cleanse or someone like us, that is credible in these credit streets, that can get you cleared out of the check system or early warning system so that you can get an actual business bank account. Because even on that side, guys, even on the personal side, you need a bank account so you can be looking real credible out here in these streets. And they will give you way more, thousands, tens of thousands of dollars versus just saying, oh, you don't qualify for this.
Big facts. And when I say that you're leaving money on the table, like you really are. So since we do this all the time, like we help people build their business, help build their business structure, more often than not, people are going to get funded one of two ways. It's going to be credit, or it's going to be cash flow or revenue financing. Now, some of us, look, nobody teaches about no credit, but we know how to hustle though. We know how to get to that bag. And since you get to that bag, that means you got that money flowing in every month. You can get funding based on that. And if you don't have a bank account, like, yo, you're doing yourself a dissatisfaction. Like, Like we really hurting ourselves out here. So like Kyra said, like day one, you really need to jump on that business bank account really, really quickly. And if you don't believe me, go and try to get some funding and watch how fast these lenders and creditors ask for your bank account information. They want to verify that bank. They want to verify those funds to make sure that your business is actually, doing some kind of revenue.
Facts, facts. And guys, and another reason, okay, so we're going to tell you everything it is, but we want to break it down why you need a bank account to begin with. Another thing is relationship, guys. Relationships are everything. Do we go together or do we not? You know what I'm saying? If we go together, all right, somebody else, when they coming up and asking me something, I'm gonna be like, okay, hell no, right? Well, if we going together, we dating out here, I'll be like, you know what, baby, you got it. Go get this. Well, it's the same way when it comes to your actual bank account. Some of y'all are like, I need funding for this. I'm gonna get denied by my bank. Well, relationship is everything. And when I say a relationship, I mean, how many of us on here actually go to the bank? You have created a relationship. They know you in this bank.
Mm.
How many of us?
How many of us go to the bank?
Not doing online. Yes. Let me know. Yes, no. How many of us out here are actually walking into the bank?
If you walk into the bank, give me a 4. If you walk into the bank, like, yeah, they know me at the bank, give me a 4. If that's not you, give me a 5. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. I'll be on that app. Give me a 4 or 5. 4 or 5.
Okay. Yes, guys, and y'all be active. I don't want to give y'all this sauce if ain't nobody in here gonna be active in here. I can save this for our coaching clients. All right, 4, 5s. Okay, I see them. All right, so there is power into actually going into the bank. If you haven't started today, I need you to start tomorrow. I don't care if it's just because you wanted to inquire about some products and some services. You're not taking anything out, you're not doing nothing major. Walk into that bank account, right? And you need to sit down with someone. Let them see your face now and make this something that you are doing at least once a month. Guys, I'm saying this because there are products and services out there that you may not qualify for, right? But because you have this great relationship with one of these lenders out here, or the bank just knows you, knows that you're good people, know that you're paying your bills on time, even when you have a hiccup, guess what? The more app to help you out versus somebody that's just using their own line. They don't know them. They don't have any type of personal relationship with them. They don't understand that you are a single mom out here in these streets and you are working your butt off to create a future and to create a life for your kids, for your family, so they don't have to work as hard as you. Or maybe you are a single dad out here. That's the same thing. It's difficult. You know what I'm saying? Or you're married, right? But you still need something to get you above what you currently going through, right? If you actually showed up at that bank, guess what they'll do? Even if you didn't qualify, or maybe you a couple of points off when it comes to your credit score, they will go to the underwriting table and they will fight for you. But how can they fight for somebody that they don't know anything about? Right now, you're just a number.
Mm. So, can I be real with y'all? Can I just be 100? We all adults here, right? So how many times have you been at a job and you seen that somebody that's less qualified than you gets a position over you? Or maybe it's not you. Maybe you seen it from afar. You was like, now Miss Gladys been at this job for 30 years, and they don't let this new boot come in here that's been here for 2 years and get this top position. How many times have we seen that in the workplace, y'all? All the freaking time. Relationship. Sometimes people be brown nosing. Sometimes people be willing to get their knees dirty. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fill in the blanks. whatever it is, they have a relationship that the other person don't. Sometimes being good ain't good enough. It's not. Being good ain't good enough. It's all about relationship. Life is all about relationships, not even about sometimes your qualifications to get you in the door, right? But that relationship is gonna get you in the chair. It's levels to this. So let me show you. So we talk about relationships at the bank, but let me show you how to really have a relationship at the bank. First-hand experience. See, my banker was having a baby. Had a casual conversation about it. Guess what we did? Took her some baby clothes. Who do you think she's gonna remember out of everybody that whole day? What customer you think she's gonna remember? Probably me and the person that tried to rob the bank. She's gonna remember them two people. Out of everybody that came through them doors, you gonna remember that dude bought you them baby clothes, or that lady that bought you them baby clothes, and the person that tried to rob the bank. You're gonna remember those two people. Also, another thing that we did is like we'll have a casual conversation with the banker, and it's like, yo, so what do you normally go for lunch? It's strategic, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
What you like to eat? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, when I can go, I like go to Chick-fil-A. Okay, cool. Within 72 hours, I'm coming back with a Chick-fil-A gift card.
Relationship is established. Relationship is everything, guys. At the end of the day, how many people are they seeing that's doing that? Like, that's with anything. Even if I were to see you today and you said, like, oh, I like this is this, and I showed up with it, you are going to remember me over somebody else. Even if you don't remember my name, you gonna know, okay, I gotta make it a point. What does this person do? Why did she help me? Like, was this, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get out of that mindset of just because I'm giving you something, I expect something in return. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying relationship is everything. So when you get in a bind, they are there to help you, or they can fight for you. They can't do that if they don't know you. And it doesn't matter if you one day had 100,000 in $100,000 in the bank, but something requested 150. If they knew you, guess what? They okay with you just having that 100,000, and they'll be like, you know what? I know that you are good for this, even though it takes 150. With that being said, also when it comes to bank accounts, guys, don't stick with one bank account. And I'm not going to go to the business side yet, but I'm just saying, even personal, you should have at least one credit union. You should have a bank with at least one local bank, and also with one national bank. So that's a big bank. That's like your Chase, your Bank of Americas. That's national. Your local bank is our regional type of banks. That's going to be like your Regions, PNC, something like that. And then a credit union, of course, like Navy Federal, NASA, that's out there. Those you want to establish a bank account with each of them, because each of them hold different types of power.
Thanks. They're gonna offer you different type of products. Definitely. You want to have multiple relationships, and also you want to stand out against the crowd. And just how we establish relationships, they establish relationships with inside of their institutions, because I guarantee you that that business manager is probably going to know the underwriter. And if they got sway with the underwriter, they're gonna say, hey, you know what? I want to push them through for me. This is the one that bought me the baby clothes. Yeah, push that through for me. We just telling you how the world works. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're doing nursing. I don't care if you're in the military. Like, yo, you need to establish relationships so you can get to where you're going. And that definitely goes double for business, y'all. It goes double for business.
Yes. I see that there's a comment in here. And guys, if y'all have questions or anything, please put them in the chat. Even if we don't get to it right now, we'll get to it at the end, so we can make sure it's answered, so y'all can get out here, what I say all the time, and get to winning. So definitely, if you haven't already, if you have questions, put it in there. I see a comment in there saying that the big banks have too many fees. That's because right now you are a number. That is the reason I said to go in and also create those relationships. If they truly know who you are or what you about, some of those fees can be waived. Not
Right.
all. And you got to think, when it comes to funding anyway, am I going to loan you $10,000 and I'm taking the risk? I'm taking the risk of that and not put some type of fee behind it. Not going to happen. But if you pay it beforehand or you have a for sure plan with that funding, it's okay.
How do y'all feel about Bank of America? They seem to be very popular. We have Bank of America um, on the business side and the personal side. I like them for what they are. We like them for what they do. Bank of America is one of those big banks and it's established. Do you know that if you trying to get like if you want to do like a rental car business, you can get up to what? How many vehicles with them, Kai?
Three.
They'll give you like 3, like quick, fast. Now, are they going to have like the best products? No, they're not going to have as good as products as like a Chase. They also aren't going to have as high as fees as Chase. They're not going to give you the same high limits like Navy Federal, but they're not going to be as restrictive as Navy Federal Easy. So it's like it's a give and take. It's a push and pull when it comes to all of this. You got to learn how to play the game, and we can't be worried about fees. If I know that my bank will lend me 25,000, 50,000, me personally, I'm not tripping on no little monthly fees. You want your little $20 a month? Okay, cool. We gonna spend that anyway. We going to our favorite sandwich shop and we're gonna spend that anyway. So why not spend that as an investment to maintain a relationship? And that's how you look at it.
Right.
Look at
And
it.
if you are borrowing, oh, sorry, Kim. Sorry, Kim. No, I was just saying, if you are borrowing just to go on vacation or just to get a Louis Vuitton or a Chanel purse or something like that, then yeah, you worried about it. You got a consumer mindset. If you are knowing that, dang, I can go and get 25,000 here. This is gonna help scale my business, help me grow. Or even if you don't have a business, I'm going to put this money into something. I'm gonna buy me a duplex or something. That's gonna be the down payment for that. So now it's going to be something that's gonna help me get something in return. I'm gonna still be making money on the back end. Now that 25K doesn't look like it would look if I was just going out here just to go shopping. That's what's wrong with people. That is why there's a stigma when it comes to credit. That's why there's stigma when it comes to getting loans, is because people aren't using it for what it's intended to. You're supposed to use that OPM, other people's money, the bank's money, so that's going to produce something. You're going to use it to produce something that's going to constantly bring you an income in. So now you are making money in your sleep. You are making money without having to clock in at a 9 to 5. Or if you're still clocking in at a 9 to 5, this is a bonus here. So yes, this 9 to 5 is getting my bills paid. But when it comes to the lifestyle I want to live, when it comes to vacation, when it comes to my kids being in all types of sports and all this other thing, that's where that money is coming from. So we have to get in the mindset of using money not for the immediate satisfaction, but for long term. What am I going to do that's going to put money, keep continually bringing money in so that I can live the life that I want to live without having to suffer? That's the power of it. So sorry I went on a tangent, kind of a little off, but I wanted to make sure y'all knew about that as well.
So there's always a guy that knows a guy that can hook you up fast. Hey man, relationships. It's not about what you know, it's who you know. For real, for real. And
Yes.
we hear these type of quotes all the time, but it's serious, especially when you get into business. When you want to make stuff happen within your city, like you have to know people that's on the city council. You have to know people that know the mayor. You have to know these radio personalities. Like it's politics. Business and politics go hand in hand, and you can't think that, well, I'm just going to do good business. It don't work like that. There's no such thing. There's no such thing. So,
Yes,
Kai, you want
yes.
to talk
No.
about? I'm about to say, did you want to jump to the personal side?
As far as when it comes to the banking, it's the same thing. When it comes to, like I said, on both sides, you need to make sure business and personal that you have a local bank, that you have a national bank, and that you have a credit union, because it's powers into all of those. But when it comes on the personal side, the thing is, you want to make sure you put in your place and you want to have this established before you actually need it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, when you're finna be evicted or when you tired of your rent going up and stuff, now you want to become a homeowner, right? but you ain't got nothing put in place so that that can happen. Your credit is trash. You don't have any type of money in your savings account or in the bank or whatever. So that's the same thing when it comes to the bank. You want to have that relationship already put in place so that when you actually need them, they are there, not when you need them. And now you're trying to go in there and say, oh, I need this done, or my car just broke down and now I got to come up with $3,000 to get it fixed and blue, 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 blue. No, if you already created that relationship beforehand, you don't have to worry about that as long as you have everything else in place. They can help you as much as they can. Now, if you in the negatives and stuff like that, of course, you put them in a hard spot. How can they trust you if you constantly in the negatives? You know, but if you are using them correct, and I don't care if you're just leaving $1 in that bank account, that is helping you and going in there, forming that relationship, that is helping you to get ahead or know about products and services before they even put them out.
Thanks. And let's look. So again, we adults here, so let's look at it like this. You ever notice how that people that be in these streets that be cheating, they gonna treat their side piece better than their main thing. You gonna get dressed up and you can go to the gym so you can look good for your side piece and your main thing. They just get you rolling out of bed, right? So look, do the same thing when it comes to the bank. You have a banking institution that you want to impress. That's your side piece. You got to make it look good for them. When you go over there, you come in correct. So when you're rolling out the bed, or you may not be in the best financial like tip top shape, you do that with your main bank. But the one that you're trying to get that money out of, that's the one that you want to look best for. Like, hey, I put money in, I don't take it out over there. I don't care what it look like when it comes to my main bank, but when it comes to my side piece, I'm working to get somewhere.
Yes, yes. I see something in the comments from Frederick, Mr. Dockery, saying my thing is I leave out at 5 a.m. and I don't get off till 5:30 p.m. You have a lunch in there, right?
Facts.
So instead of using that lunch break to gossip or use that lunch break, even when you're eating, you can eat on the way.
Mm.
Eat in that car, make it a mission to get in there. Guys, when we want to get stuff done, we make it happen. I don't know about you, but as far as when it comes to me, it's been times in there where I didn't know where I was gonna get the money to get my kids this so that they could enjoy Christmas when we did celebrate Christmas. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? Being a mother, what you do? You buckle down and you make it happen, right? Or let's say for those of us that like to keep up with the latest trends and all this other stuff, don't you make it happen? Whether you had $2 in your pocket, all of a sudden you'll come up with something, you'll do something to make it happen. Where now you got those shoes on and stuff like that. So it's the same thing. We invest into all this other stuff, right? But what about investing into ourselves? We make every excuse there is when it comes to ourselves, when it comes to putting our family in a great position. But when it comes to stuff that's not even going to matter in 5 months, 10 months, a year, or whatever, we'll do whatever it is to get it done. Start applying that same principle to your own life. No excuses. Get it done. Oh, maybe you don't have but some type of break or something like that in there. Maybe you busy on lunch. Well, one time out of that month, you need to be like, you know what? I'm gonna buckle down. I'm gonna make it to the bank. Hey,
Yeah.
maybe I need to extend it.
I said I'm in San Marcos. I don't have time to eat for lunch. Then email. Whenever you get one of those business card from the banks, they're gonna have probably a phone number that you can reach them. They're gonna have like the hours, and they're gonna have an email. I'll email them. It's you can, and because they're in that type of setting, they're going to check their email, and that emailing is the same thing as showing up in person. I'm going to separate myself from everybody else that emails. She's like, hey, I appreciate it. I would like to send in a gift if that's appropriate. What's your favorite place to lunch so I can send you a gift card? Like, oh, I appreciate that.
You ain't gotta do that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. No, and I'm saying that's what they normally say. They'll be like, "Oh, you ain't gotta do that," but thank you. Like, it's great to just be offered that.
Question is, how would you feel if you at your respective business and when somebody gives you a tip, when somebody kind of goes above and beyond, like, hey, I really appreciate you, let me do this. Like, man, we love to talk about that stuff. Like, hey, somebody gave me a tip today, or somebody did this for me today. Especially when they go above and beyond, they like buying you a gift card to your favorite place, or in the case, yeah, we actually gave some baby clothes. Like, oh, there, you're going to remember my face when I walk in that bank. You're definitely going to remember.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Yep. So it's like, hey, at the end of the day, we giving y'all the sauce. It's up to you what you want to do with it. But we're telling you how you are able to leverage that business bank account. Chime, you're not going to be able to do it. Cash App, you're not going to be able to do it. Venmo, Zelle, you're not going to be able to do it. And if you're one of those that maybe when you were younger, you messed up a relationship, or maybe even now you messed up that relationship, correct that, or find a company that's credible like Credit Cleanse, that's really out here doing it in the street, not just talking about it, and get it done. Fix that, cleanse that, so that you can get out here and start winning in these streets. Now, on the business side, if you ain't got a bank account, you ain't serious about your business. There's a difference between a hustle and actually having a business, owning and having it structured so that you can actually walk away from that business. You do not have to be in it, and it's still going to be constantly bringing you something in. So there is a difference. You can start off and let it be a hustle, but at the end of the day, you have to in some point get serious about what you are doing so that you can get ahead in life. So when it comes to the business bank account, guys, that is everything. So as far as what I was saying, having a local bank, having a national bank, and actually having a credit union, you need to go above and beyond on the business side. And the reason I'm saying that is because you can get funding just for what's flowing through your business bank account, and it can be 10 to 100 times the limit of what you actually have going through there. And this is even as a startup.
So basically, because you've been making money, you can get more money. Sign me up. I'll be going to get a business account ASAP. ASAP. And then, like Kyra said, you need to have multiple banks anyway. You need to have one for payroll. You need to have one for normal operating expenses. You need to have one for a tax account. You need to have one for innovations. You need this stuff anyway. But guess what? So if you have your money flowing through one account and you disperse it, accordingly, if you go to the lenders that we suggest you go to, they're going to pull all of those accounts together and they're going to look at all of the funds that you've been running through them. And guess what? You get qualified for more money.
Right.
Ask me how I know it works, because we do this for our clients on a regular basis.
Should we do this for us?
Facts. That's where it started at. But y'all don't care about that. I mean, there's other people winning. Like, no, other people was winning out here.
Facts. And guys, I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of us are so into, oh no, I'm just gonna fund my business, or I'm just gonna live day to day and use the money that I have. Right? You are missing out. You are missing out, and you are missing out. And I'm gonna say it again, you are missing out. When you have a relationship, even if, let's say that you got a loan, or better yet, let's say you had a credit card with this company, right? You can still be doing what you normally do. You do not have to rack up that credit card with shit you don't need. Excuse my language, but I'm being serious right now. Like, use it for what you would use. People ask all the time, when do you use a debit card and when do you use your credit card? Debit card never, credit card always. Why would I use a debit card? Once it's gone, right? If you use your actual credit card, guess what? You are getting reward points, you are getting cash back for doing something that you had to do anyway. Then what you do is take that debit card or take the money that you had in your bank account and you pay that credit card off. So just for paying bills, just for doing stuff that you had to do anyway, now you're making money. Sounds like a win to me. So that's the easiest way that I can start making money without even having to have a business. Sign me up.
And you know what the naysayers will tell you? It's like, oh, well, you don't need to do that. That's high risk. Yo, at the end of the day, like Howard said, you got to do it anyway. You have to do it anyway. And we're not trying to tell you to get rich off of credit cards, but what we are saying is like, don't leave money on the table. Now, if you know you have a gas station, let's talk about gas because we know the prices is up there right now. If it's a gas station by your house that's $4.20 per gallon, and you know that you can drive an extra mile and it's only $4 per gallon, you tell them you're not about to take that extra time to drive that extra mile, save that extra money. Yeah, you definitely are. Like, you can't tell me you're not about to save 20 cents per gallon of gas. You're not about to tell me that. So it's the same thing when it comes to credit cards. Like, if you can get a credit card, excuse me, and you can use that to pay your bills and do whatever, and you can save up those points to take your family on a vacation. You can use those points to put some money back into your pocket. That you're not about to do that? Come on, that's crazy. And then you got to have credit cards anyway in this day and age. You better not be grown out here telling me I don't need no credit card. Well, how you gonna get a rental car if something happens to your vehicle? Oh, y'all ain't never went through that. Y'all ain't never been in Texas and you had a hailstorm and now you gotta get a rental car while they fixing your vehicle. You ain't never been through that. You ain't never hit a deer. Nothing like that. You've never needed a rental car at all. Come on, man. You don't want to get into a home? What kind of career do you have that people are like, it don't matter what you're doing nowadays. If you want to, even when it comes to renting, you got to have good credit. These people are checking your credit for everything. And if you don't have a credit card, I know you don't got good credit.
Right, because you are missing out on 165 points.
On your credit score. Okay. I'm just going to pay my bills on time. I'm going to have good credit. All right, you listen to me, Mom, if you want to. Bless her heart.
I definitely hope y'all are getting something from this. Like I said, I need us to get out here and start winning. This is a game that a lot of people already knew about, right? We are last on the list to know about this stuff. And I'm definitely talking to our community. For a little girl that looked like me, I need to know that I was able to provide them some type of information so that they can stop living paycheck to paycheck and they can level up just the same as everybody else out here.
And I'm going to tell you this. I want y'all to come real close when I say this too. Because they see that you're starting to realize the game, you're starting to figure this out, they're changing the rules on you too. Things that used to work don't work no more. They're making it harder for you. They don't want people of color to excel like that. They don't. If it is, then they'll make this thing easy for you. If they really cared about your financial well-being, then you will not have collections on your credit report after you pay it. That's not, there's nothing positive about that. There's nothing righteous about that. Life happens. So if a person has a collection and you pay it off, it should come off your credit report, right? That's fair. They don't care. They do not care. They understand the worse that your credit score is, the more money that they can charge you on the back end, and that's what they care about. Yeah, we gotta wisen up out here. We have to. The time for play is over with. People
All
out
right.
here. Now go ahead.
No, I was just saying, all right. Yeah, like, yeah. All right now.
Said when getting your done.
Before we get into that question, though, before we get into that question, I definitely want to hit for our business owners out there. King has said a little bit about the bank accounts, guys, but if you are a business owner out here in these streets, you need to have an actual business bank account at minimal for payroll and expenses, right? You need to have one for marketing. You should have a separate business bank account that is set for your marketing, as well as for reserve. The reserve is what you're never going to touch. This is for like if something were to happen, let's say another pandemic came about and things was closed, you're still able to pay expenses because you have an actual reserve account. You also need to make sure that you have one for taxes. As a business owner, once you start scaling and getting into 6 figures and 7 figures, they are going to want to tax. And you have to learn that you don't need to be writing everything off. You writing everything off within your business is making it where it looks like you don't make a profit. Why would they give you and lend you money to get ahead in life if it looks like you are barely getting by? They're not. So
Mm.
quit trying to get $5,000, $10,000 just in income tax when you could be getting that on the monthly basis. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, we have to start thinking with a way better mindset versus like, oh, I want that $5,000 or $10,000. Doesn't matter. Would I care about getting $5,000 or $10,000 one time a year when I could be making my business profitable and be getting times two at minimum of that one time a year monthly? Then it does, you know what I'm saying? Then it wouldn't matter to you. So you should have a bank account for your taxes when it comes to taxes that you put into the side, and also innovation. Anytime that you are building something within your company, or you wanting to like go off into another type of business or anything else, you should have a bank account that you're putting funds into that one, so that that is what's going to be used to create that new product, that new service, or that new business. And guess what, guys? We just told you with the bank accounts, right? Now, if you had all five of those accounts and you put in money in all five of those accounts, or you at least putting it in, taking it out, putting it in over here, taking it out, guess what? You are establishing a relationship with five different, because it needs to be different bank accounts. Don't be using the same bank for all your accounts. At least get two or three different ones, okay? And then with that, guess what? What you did with one, you can now go and do with the other, that you can now go do with the other. So now, let's say you got approved for 10,000 here. That 10,000 at them right there just equal 50,000. Who couldn't use that? What if you made 20,000 or you have it running through? It doesn't mean that it has to stay there. They just want to know what's actually flowing through your business bank account. They understand as a business owner, you have expenses, you're going to have to withdraw that money, you have bills, right? So therefore, they just want to know what's coming in. So if you were doing that all, and we're telling you some legally that they do, take that money, get a line of credit based off of what you have on that one. Get a line of credit based on the other one. Get a line of credit based on the other one. Now you're borrowing against your own money, right? But your money is free and clear, and now you're using their money to make shit happen. OPM. And now you can profit from the money that they gave you versus having to use your own. But I don't think that's a conversation y'all ready for. Please let us know if this is helpful for y'all. Please let us know. Like I said, share, tag, tag, tag. We will keep this up so other people can get in on this. But like I said, I need y'all to start using them make them bank accounts work for y'all.
So when getting your DUNS number, it does take 30 days, right? If they do not respond, what do we do? It doesn't always take 30 days. Like, we've had plenty of experiences, and our clients have plenty of experiences of getting it like in a week or less than. We have been seeing that more lately. That's how you know business credit is getting like really, really popular. It has been taking longer. But if they're not responding to you, you can definitely go to the Dun and Bradstreet website and see if it's been updated. And if they don't, then you should call. I will call.
Right, right. And guys, in the meantime, when you are waiting for, like, let's say some part of your business, be working on something else. Don't be putting all your main focus on that. So if you know you don't have your DUNS number, or maybe you're trying to build business credit, and this is for those of you that do know about business credit and how to build it, or came through us and understand it, then you should be looking for or asking for the accounts that's not associated with the DUNS number. because you still have Experian, you still have Equifax business that you have to focus on as well and build those up. Not every one of those accounts is going to build out for all of those, right? So now instead of keeping focus or keeping your mind on, I don't have my DUNS number yet, I'm stuck, I'm stuck, I'm stuck. Well, there's other avenues that can be doing at this time. But yes, if they are in a backlog, then it can take up to the 30-day mark. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. She said this is real talk. Yes, yes. One thing about us is we have always been told that we give y'all too much sauce.
Imagine that.
We have been told, like, y'all just give everybody all the game. What are y'all saving? But guess what? We're giving it to you unfiltered. We making sure that you understand it so you can implement it. What means more to us is when y'all come back to us and let us know, like, hey, what you said worked. I did what you said, and now this is where I'm at. That testimonial, that receipt means so much more than you having, we feeding you, bird feeding you, giving you a little bit of information just so you can come to us. No, we want to see y'all winning out here. In order to be the change, like, we have to be the change. You know what I'm saying? We can't create change if we're not being the change ourselves. We want to see y'all winning in these streets. When I say that, I really mean that. That's one thing. If you sit down with either one of us, guys, y'all will learn so much. And it's not that it's because that's what we're trying to do is pour down y'all throat. No, sometimes y'all can just ask the question to us and it sends us on a tangent, like on here. And it's really because we're passionate about what we do and we want to see y'all out here. Stop having to work all these damn hours away from your family, away from your loved ones. Guess that job's gonna be there. And even if you have a job and you love that job, you still should have some type of side hustle, some side business that's bringing you an income. So now you don't have to always get out here and do all this overtime. Guess what? When your kids get of age, do you want them to remember, like, yeah, I remember you was always at work? I don't think that's what we want to be remembered for.
Right. At the end of the day, nobody's going to really remember how much money you made when you was alive over the type of impact that you made. When people talk about their favorite rapper, when people talk about their favorite business person or whoever, that person left the biggest impact on their life. So you don't care how much money Kyra got. You don't care how much money Keem got or Credit Cleanse has, right? You care about what kind of impact that we left. Like, no, they was out here helping people. They helped me to get from point A to point B. Yeah, money gonna come and go. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I can't speak for the next person, but I know it makes me sleep better at night knowing that I've helped someone. I'll give the shirt off my back. I will get the shoes off my feet. Again, like that's a common thing for me because I like to help people. I want to be different from everybody else. Everybody think about themselves. Everybody think about I'm getting me. Like, man, I don't know.
It's more to that. It's
Facts.
bigger than that.
And you never know how the universe works. I could help somebody now, and they in turn help my child in the future. You never know. You never know. That's what I'm paying it forward. I'm paying it forward. It ain't even for me. It's about the ones that's coming after me. We have to get them some more stuff. But,
Yes, yes.
do y'all have any questions? Because Kyra definitely has to get on the road. She do got a little trip ahead of her. Lisa, we definitely appreciate you.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. Blessed to be a blessing. Yes, 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 it is. And that's why we say when we get on here, we like tag somebody, share this information. And it's just because I don't care if it's a person you don't like. I rather sleep. Guys, there's people that come through our program that cannot stand me. But guess what? They seen that we are out here really doing it, and they like, you know what? I'm gonna humble myself and get in here so I can do something for my family.
Yeah, and sometimes, you know, that's just that's God delivering your enemies to you. It's like that. It's like that. It's some biblical principles going on out here if that's your religion or your respective beliefs. But we just trying to be do the best that we can with these 5 talents, y'all. We can't ask for more if we don't want to do right with what we got. I'm just saying.
And thank you. And thank y'all for tuning in. As you see, we ain't selling y'all on nothing. We just coming in here and giving y'all the sauce. Now I am gonna say, y'all know, if we giving y'all the sauce like this, you can only imagine what's getting on the paid side. But you might not be there yet. So definitely want to give y'all the gem. If y'all have questions, please ask those questions while y'all have us so that we can get them answered. I don't want you to get off of here and be like, well, I should have asked, or be in our inbox. Because guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna send you over to book a consultation, a paid consultation at that, especially if it's on the business side. So right now you have us. This is like a free coaching. Use it. Somebody else might be scared to ask us a question. You can ask. As we notice stuff. This ain't something we Googled. This ain't something we YouTube University. It like none of that. Like we have experienced it, or we have been taught correctly to actually know how to get you from where you are to where you want to be.
And I'm gonna say 85 to 90% of what we teach is based on experience. I'm gonna say about 90%. A lot of y'all are profiting off of our pain, and we okay with that. Like we ran our head into the wall, so y'all don't have to. For real. For real. All right, so let me give it a few more seconds to see if anybody has any more questions. Everybody just saying thank you. No, thank you.
Any questions?
We appreciate y'all because without you, there's no us. We would have no purpose.
Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I need to see us out here winning in these streets. And guys, if y'all really found this helpful or anything like that, please, even if you haven't been through our services or you just tune into our lives, let the people know that we real out here in these streets. Like, let the people know, like, nah, they gonna give you the game. They gonna tell you what you need to do. If you go in there, ask some questions, like you really fit to get some guidance, or take the time, share, do a Google review just to say, hey, I attend their lives all the time. This is what happened. Or even if you thought this was trash, shit, let us know. I see a question. Oh, 2 questions.
You mentioned business instruction earlier. Any key points outside of banking account to focus on with the new business venture? Yeah, you want to get that business checklist because it's literally going to tell you step by step how to build your business structure in order to get funding. It's a lot, but you definitely want to get that. And if you just
Yes.
one, I said definitely get that checklist. 2, you can definitely go through some of our past videos, like even recent ones, and we're breaking down each piece.
Yes. And best there is, if you go and get on our actual YouTube channel, you will see all our videos on there. We don't keep all our videos on our Facebook. We take them down after so long, like 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours. But if you go on there to our YouTube channel, guys, all that is there. So when it comes to making sure your business is built correctly, credibly, so you are fundable to the banks, those videos are in there. When it comes to your personal, guys, we have had people cleanse their own credit.
Facts.
Based on just watching our videos, because we not only just give you the sauce and say it, but we actually tell you what to do in those letters, what to make sure that you're inputting in those letters before you send it out to the bureaus. So like I said, our YouTube channel, definitely check it out and get those videos, and hey, let's get to winning.
How can we get money out of our home without refinancing?
Good night, Lisa.
Home equity line of credit, second mortgage. Those are a couple of options. That's more for like real estate investing, or I would talk to a lender about that. But those 2 things that I named, like that's pretty much what it is. Either you're getting like a home equity line of credit, or you're taking like some kind of second mortgage.
Facts. And make sure you have a game plan before doing either. Like, make sure you have a game plan.
Like, okay, I'm going to take out this 40K and it's going to make me 60. Well, I'm going to take out this 100,000 and it's going to make me at least 150. So even after I pay them back, I can walk away with a nice piece of change.
Yes, yes.
All right, guys. So if you find this information helpful, you appreciate it, please send us some hearts. Send the hearts. Let them hearts fly.
Dum, 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 dum,
Yeah,
dum,
Rhonda. So
dum.
check it out. Check out that YouTube, and if you have any questions about what you see, then just ask on the next on the next call. If it's anything specific, like, hey, y'all mentioned this, can you break it down a little bit more? We got you. But if you keep showing up, you're gonna learn. You're gonna know all this stuff.
Yes, yes. And guys, y'all can shoot us some stars if you like to.
Right. Facebook has it where you can send us stars. You can pay for those, and we take that and we literally put it right back into the business. We do giveaways, trips, and all this other good stuff.
Yes, yes. All right. And before I get off, I know some of y'all like, dang, Kyra is really hype. All right. So I had to go on a business meeting in Little Rock, Arkansas. When you get offered the opportunity to sit with a multimillionaire, you make sure you at that table by any means necessary. Multimillionaire or billionaires, I'm making a reason because I need somebody to pour into me. We are constantly pouring into everyone else, but when you are the big dog at the table, like sometimes like there's nobody, you can only get to a certain point because nobody is refilling your cup. You're using your cup to fill into other people. So I made a mission to get here, soaked up the game, guys, and I'm ready. And I come with a whole lot of new stuff that is going to be making sure that we put ourselves on top so we can be doing the best for y'all. Of course, we winning means y'all are winning as well. All right, guys. Well, good night. Good night. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you haven't already, please make sure you share this on your page, like it. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, click that notification button, whatever. Let's get out here and get to winning. Y'all got this.
All right, Credit Cleanse family. I am your bro King.
And I'm your girl, Kyra.
And we are Credit Cleanse.
Peace.